Hey, you guys, happy Friday. You made it. Okay, today is the end of the week. It's the last day of your first week of e-learning. Don't pay attention to this green box because that's from years prior. But I'm proud of you guys. You guys are getting it. You guys are working, and I'm so looking forward to the weeks ahead that we have together. So yesterday, you guys went over sentence types. You went over run-on sentences, and today we are doing our final review of misplaced and dangling modifiers. Now, my goal is for you guys to have all assignments completed by today, meaning Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Have it done by Friday so you're not thinking about it, working on it over the weekend. Now, remember, dangling modifiers, they're the ones where sometimes you have to add something, you have to move stuff around, but basically, we're modifying something that either isn't there or in the wrong place. The bushes were frightening walking down the moonlit path. Because we don't have who was walking down the moonlit path, we know that it's reading like the bushes were frightening. We can't have that. We talked about saying that when 9 years old, my mother went to medical school, but that means she'd just be a little itty bitty girl, and they don't go to medical school. So we need to say when I was 9 years old. Remember, we have to add sometimes a subject. You guys practice that. Again, enclosed within the fence, Susan saw the rhino. If Susan's right next to enclosed within the fence, that means that she's enclosed within the fence. I'm sure you guys feel like you're kind of enclosed, like being at a zoo right now because you can't leave your house. But that is typically, unless we're dealing with the coronavirus, it's typically unreasonable. So we need to make sure that we know that the rhino is the one that's enclosed within the fence. Then you guys looked at this one. We talked about how singing Amazing Grace from the choir loft, his lost German Shepherd. Well, that's silly. German Shepherds don't sing Amazing Grace unless you're watching All Dogs Go to Heaven. Such a good movie. But again, not super realistic. So we need to make sure that we say Joel, not my buddy Joel Frankenberger in fourth period, but this Joel with the German Shepherd. I wonder if Joel Frankenberger has a German Shepherd. Either way, singing Amazing Grace from the choir loft as Joel looked on in disbelief as his lost German Shepherd raced through the church. Cool. Then we went over misplaced modifiers. Remember, those are a little easier to fix. Sometimes they're a little harder to catch, though. So the cops chase the bear in the squad car because bear in the squad car is right next to each other. It reads like he's in the car, even though we know that's silly. That's not true. So on her way home, Jen found a gold man's watch. We talked about how if the guy was made of gold, that'd make perfect sense. But remember, we use our common sense here. And our common sense is, whoa, no. Jen found a watch that was made of gold that also looked like it could be a man's. So we need to write it where it's not a gold man's, but a man's gold watch. And we practice those. You guys have a document already in your drive where you can always look back on those. But that's kind of our goal. You're just going to move the modifier to make it say exactly what you want to say. The practice that we used was the dealer sold the Cadillac to the buyer with leather seats. We know that buyers don't walk in with leather seats, or if they do, they're like custom car builders, right? Typically not. When I go to buy a new Jeep, I'm not taking my old seats with me. So we say something like, the dealer sold the Cadillac with leather seats to the buyer. That's going to make the most sense. So that is all the review I have. That's all you guys have to hear my voice today. You are going to complete the Google form, show me that you remember misplaced and dangling modifiers, and then we will get into fiction next week. Once you complete this Google form, you guys, you're done with language arts for the week. I'm proud of you. I miss you. I look forward to hearing from you. And yeah, stay cool, man. Bye, you guys.